All right, we're out at the home of Eddie and Teresa Perez. We saw them, actually I saw them probably a couple years ago. I think they're a little bit more serious about doing the project now, so we're going to take a look around. Basically, they're wanting to kind of break it off into parts, so we can certainly help them out with that. We're going to be doing a fascia overlay, drip edge replacement all the way around the house. There's about 40 feet of soffit in the back that we're going to do. Everywhere else is just fascia overlay and drip edge replacement, reconditioning of the soffit. Anywhere that there is gutter now, except for basically this front run right here, we're taking down gutters. We're going to do disposal of the gutters. Just coming over here to the right side first. Here we're going to wrap the garage door frames. So they're a little worn down. We'll wrap that in Hardie plank and get that all fixed up nice and neat for them. All these gutters over here will be coming off. We're not doing anything on the siding. These little window boxes in this area, nothing on the sidewalls will be sided on the right side of the home. This little bump out up top, we're not doing anything on that sidewall siding at all except on the fascia and drip edge, and then do the reconditioning of the soffit. We're not doing sidewall siding up there. Now on this back side, however, and this piece is visible from the front too, it's basically like an inverted gable. That siding we will be replacing, and everywhere we're using the Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4. They had an addition done by Montelongo, and they started with that siding, so it just makes sense to continue with it. So this little half inverted gable, it's actually a full gable, it's split by the roof line. That will be Hardie plank siding, but none of this siding or anything here below will be Hardie plank. Gutters will be removed and disposed. They're going to have the gutters redone. So now coming over here, the chimney is a big concern. Having some problems with the chimney. Backside's in bad condition. This area right here, right where this fascia runs into the sidewall of the chimney, it's severely rotten. There's no diverter flashing on there. We need to find some way to divert this. What's happening is it's going through the wall and leaking right down here onto the porch. So we need to create a diverter flashing up there, kick it away from the wall, replace that siding, and see what's going on beneath that siding. There's most likely some substructural damage there in that chimney framing, just based on the visual rot that we can see from the outside. But the chimney, all three sides, and the back will be replaced with Hardie. Any of this down here, cedar, we're not touching, not doing anything with these three windows. Here's the other side of that inverted gable right there that will become Hardie plank. And again, fascia and soffit, fascia Hardie, and then reconditioning of the soffit all the way around. This was the part, the addition that was done long ago. Pointed out several things. Not necessarily good news, but nonetheless, it's a reality of the work that was done here. But a lot of face nailing on that leading edge, a lot of stuff that would void the warranty. They didn't use any sheathing below it, just basically a tar paper, which we discussed here. Again, it is Hardie soffit. So here we're not doing anything. No gutters here, nothing on this fascia and soffit here. And then it's starting at this transition point here. You can see the wall is flush. So this siding over here, which was replaced new, and this old siding is flush. So there's no substrate behind this Hardie plank. Well, we're going to do it right and put on a substrate, put on a Tyvek, which is going to mean that this is going to kick out, good close to an inch based on, what we're seeing here on this side. So we discussed that, and we'll just create, instead of making a nice kind of flush wall, we'll create another transition point with a 1x4 and do our siding from here, from here down correctly. These three windows, the gable, and the sidewall siding will all become Hardie plank siding. We'll pull all the conduit away, side behind it, and reattach. Here, there's going to need to be some significant fascia repair. It's in really bad shape, so that's going to have to be done before we put on our Hardie fascia, and that's accounted for as part of the project. This corner, completely rotten, that's going to have to be fixed. And these gutters starting here, these are all coming down. And as we talked about on the front here, nothing below the roof line is getting addressed. That's just going to stay siding. We're not painting it. We're not doing anything to that. So that's pretty much our scope of work. Mr. and Mrs. Perez, we appreciate you guys having us out today, and we look forward to getting this started for you. Thanks so much.